Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. Just finished this row what I'm knitting and I will tell you what I'm doing. I'll put that knitting down a minute. I have had Happy Meal again today from Derek. This is the parcel that Derek originally sent me for Happy Meal. It didn't arrive and I got in touch with Derek and he got in touch with Wool Warehouse and he said he had to wait until a certain date. I think he said it was the 6th of December before they would class it as lost in the post. So that's what he did. And then when he did get in touch with them, it hadn't been lost in the post. They had sent it with the wrong courier. Instead of Royal Mail, they must have sent it with one of the other couriers. And of course, you know, the label wouldn't have been for that courier. So I don't know what's happened, how long they've hung on to it. But anyway, when he did find out, they eventually sent it on with the proper courier. So this is a second Happy Meal from Derek. I'm going to show you what's in it. Very similar to the last one. This is what he originally sent to me. 6 balls of, I think it's GSA breakfast. Well, I'll open it and have a look. That one that goes out. Bring that around with everyone there. Yes, it's James C. Brett, top value, double knitting. And these are 100-gram balls with 290 meters of acrylic. And I do believe I have a ball of this, the same colour, the same one, the James C. Brett upstairs amongst my other balls of wool. I'm sure I've got a one the same as this, so the 6 balls in here. And one I probably have upstairs, but I don't know whether they're the same dye lot. They're probably not, because I've had the other one quite a while. I think it was Sandra that sent it to me. So that's another 6 balls of that. And this is what Derek sent me originally. So I've got 2 lots of these as well. If I can get the top off. Zing, so I have lots of the Zing 4mm and the 3.25mm. So I'll never be short of these. It doesn't matter how many things I'm knitting at one time. I've got plenty of these. So thank you very much, Derek. It cost you twice for that Happy Meal. I'm going to put them back in there at the top. Oh, there's a cork of it. Put those down there. I'll put that back in that bag. So that was the lost Happy Meal of Derek. He'll be very pleased to know now that it's all sorted. And I have been knitting, this is the second side of this one I've been knitting. Right there. I have the back. Done the back and one of the I think that's the left side. Yes, that's the left side. Usually do the left side first. So that's the left side. And this is the right side, and I've just started the armholes, and it's knitting up really fast. This, I think I'm going to have to knit more things in this thickness yarn, I think, because it gives me the it makes me want to knit more when I see how quick it's knitting up actually. So this is the one I'm knitting with the 2 strands, the white and the pale grey, the silver grey I think it is. So I'm very happy with that one. It'll not take much longer for the the other 2 sleeves after I've done this bit, because I'm not knitting anything else at the moment, just this until I get this finished. I'll put that down there for a minute. But I was at my granddaughter's yesterday, and I've lost my bag down there, the settee. That's it. I have a gap down the side of my settee, and anything I'm not using just gets thrown down there. This is my bag that I take to my granddaughter's. And I was at my granddaughter's yesterday, and I wasn't going to take, I always take my knitting with me, but I wasn't going to take this cardigan here with it having 2 balls of wool that I was knitting with. So I took the white Aran for one of the little Aran cardigans that I have to do, and I managed to do a little bit of that yesterday. You know, you see, with the cables like the last one I did with the Irish moss stitch and that. So that'll be left until I finish that cardigan. I'll be doing this one next after I finish that cardigan. But that wasn't something I was going to take down my granddaughter's because of the 2 balls and that, and the way the kids are. Because, you know, as soon as I finish their dinners and they know I've got sweets in my knitting bag, they're straight in the bag and pulling everything out to get the sweets out. I've had to tell them off and tell them they wait until I'll get the sweets out of the bag for them. Because there has been a time they've pulled the stitches off the needles when they've been trying to get into my bag. I have a pocket on the side of the bag. I should shove the sweets in there instead of in my bag. And then, because they never listen, every week they do go and just help themselves. So that's that one, but that's not been doing no more of that until I start on the other one. And that's the that one is the emu wool, and it's really nice and soft. It's nice to knit with. I've never seen the emu for years actually. I don't know whether you can get it anywhere else apart from the Knitting Network where I got this from. But I like this, it's really nice. I think I'm going to have a look on their site and see what else I have if I need to buy any more wool anytime, I think. I'll put that one back in my bag because it's not to be used until I finish that one. But you know, it's another one of those miserable days. It's really turned really foggy. And I can't see a thing out of my window. It's, when I look out my window, all I can see is my hedge. That's as far as I can see out of the window. It's really, we are forecast for snow, and I've lost one of my needles here. Oh, it's on the floor there. We are forecast for snow on Wednesday. And I messaged my friend and told her that if there's snow on Thursday, I am not going to the bingo. Use all the excuses under the sun, you know, she's got. But it's not snowing here. I says, you know, you're half an hour away from where I live. I says, we get different things. You had snow and I didn't have snow. I tell her we are waiting to see what the weather is like on Thursday, because I says if it's icy, I'm not going. Because I'm not driving along a dark country road and with it could be black ice and anything on the road. I went to my granddaughter's yesterday and the snow we had a light fall of snow during the night, and it was white the next day, or all of the whole estate and everything. But the sun did come out, and by the time I was going down to my granddaughter's, the sun had melted a lot of the ice off the roads and that. But I didn't leave my granddaughter's till about 6 o'clock. And when I went out to my car, I was nearly slipping on the pavement. I had to park quite away from down the street from where she lives, because I couldn't get outside her house. And it was quite slippy walking along there, and the roads were the same. You could hear that, you know, when you're driving on the ice, the crunch when you're driving. You have to drive a lot slower, because mine being a very small car, it's a lot lighter than, you know, those heavy things, and have to take your time when you're braking and things like that. So I tell my friend, I'm keeping an eye on the weather. I don't care what she thinks or what she thinks she's got up where she lives. seems to forget I have to go through a different area to get up to hers. But I'm going to sit and knit away. I'll probably get this piece finished before long, get started on the sleeve, so I'm hoping I'll have it finished in a couple of days, and then I can get it sent off, because we don't know what the post is like. I know they're going to be on strike again on Wednesday and Thursday, I think, the 14th and 15th. And I've got my cup of tea there, and I'm going to have a drink before it gets cold. But I'll be glad when all these postal strikes are ended, because I've already had a message from one of the, who's a lady who I sent some coasters to almost 2 weeks ago, and she hasn't received the parcel yet. And I was telling her I'd either give her a refund. If it doesn't come in another week, I'll either give her a refund or send another pack out. But she said she wasn't bothered. She was just letting me know that it hadn't come. So I'm not happy about sending anything, even cards or parcels or anything at the moment, because we don't know what's happening with them. I've been lucky, most things I have sent out of getting to where they were supposed to be going without much trouble, but that's the first one that I've had any trouble with, and it was just a small parcel, so don't know what's happened to it. But anyway, that's me settled for the night. I'm going to be making my tea soon, because it's almost 4 o'clock, sorting out my tea and sitting down doing my knitting for the rest of the night. And I'm really enjoying knitting this, because it's knitting up so quick, a lot quicker than I have been lately. It gives you a bit more, makes you happier to be knitting. So thumbs up and subscribe, and bye for now. I'll catch you all another time.